Time Traveler reveals the map of the USA after important catastrophes, 2020–2025, Al Bielek. A supposed survivor of the Philadelphia experiment spoke openly about the programs of time travel and what awaits us as a civilization. Al Bielek was born in 1927, and developed a career for himself in some of the most bizarre and controversial margins of the U.S. Army. He claims that the technological prowess of the United States is far more advanced than one might imagine due to the profoundly unusual sources that the country has to extract, including extraterrestrial beings. It has also been expressed through the use of psychological brainwashing in his government, which he believes was a victim. What he supposedly saw so long ago could have important implications for today's world. Al Bielek affirms his participation in the U.S. military technology research margins began when he was recruited for the Montauk Project. He says that to do so, he would work in his daily work in California before taking a trip in a high-powered clandestine train from Los Angeles to Montauk to start working on his other job. It was there that he became involved with the experiments with unified field theory. In 1943, the United States became involved with a supposedly now infamous experiment, known as the Philadelphia experiment. In this experiment, a warship called the USS Eldridge was equipped with equipment that allowed light to bend around the ship and the crew and teleport them to another location. In the first test, it is reported that the ship disappeared and that part of the crew became ill. However, during the course of the second test, there was a catastrophe with many of the crew members being killed and others losing their sanity as a result of their teleportation. The details of the notorious project have been wrapped up, in secret, which Al Bielek says is due to the mental control exercised over all those who participated in the configuration of the experiment. He says he did not remember what had happened until January 1988 when he saw the movie based on the Philadelphia experiment. After his memories began to return, he was determined to share what he knew with the general public, not only about the Philadelphia experiment, but also about his other activities with the U.S. government. Al Bielek says that when he worked as a contractor, he himself was in charge of the operations of the mind control program, which he said was used against members of the U.S. military and its contractors to ensure complete secrecy around some of its strangest operations. These include time travel programs in which Al Bielek claims to have participated. He said he traveled to Mars several times and also visited the year 100,000 BC to see a research station and until 6037 to recover technology. He also affirmed that there would be a terrible catastrophe in the next decades that would irrevocably change the panorama of the United States. Bielek says he does not think that talking about his experiences has altered the course of the future as he saw it because he was locked in his timeline. Therefore, he does not believe that he is putting the world in danger by talking about the events that will happen in the future. However, for the same reason, this means that no matter what horrors Bielek has seen in the future, there is no way for people today to avoid them. Bielek, after recovering all his memories, has since related his unprecedented and presumed future experience in more than 40 conferences and more than 50 radio interviews. Many, of course, have accused him of being a charlatan, although not a few who believe that he is a true chrononauta or traveler in time. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section.